Sellyana, and in this video I'm going to conduct a speech about the use of plastic should be managed. I got my knowledge from several websites to support my speech. There are lingkunganhidup.com and plastikeducation.com. As we know, Indonesia faces a huge plastic waste problems. Currently, the country is the one to China when it comes to dumping plastic waste into the world's oceans. According to a study by the University of Georgia, an estimated 3.22 million metric tons of plastics waste are dumped annually into seas around Indonesia. And Indonesia, plastic is everywhere. The plastic waste crisis is not only limited to the oceans, but also affects rivers in Indonesia. The first problem, soil and land pollution, is a serious problem affecting humans, animals, plants, and the earth. Soil pollution is the destruction or contamination of soil through direct and indirect human actions that cause temporary or permanent changes to the land. Water is usually said to be polluted when it's disturbed by anthropogenic contaminants and when it cannot support human life, such as drinking water. The second problem, many animals died. Several environmental pollutions has damaged the habitat of animals. There were sea turtles that were clogged with plastic straws until they had difficulty breathing. At first, people thought that the turtle had difficulty breathing due to the parasites locked into the nose, and as it turned out, there was a plastic straw inside. And then the third problem, the impact of environmental pollution on human health, especially physical. However, the impact of environmental pollution on the health can turn into physiological disorders in the long term. And why could it happen? First is caused by many people littering everywhere. This stress can accumulate in waterways and rivers and end up polluting the sea. Millions of tons of garbage floating in the oceans currently threaten the safety of marine life, including various types of fish that are source of human food. And then the environment that is polluted by the garbage disposal will eventually be dirty, shabby, smelly, and then will cause disease. Second, the high level of the pollution in the air is caused because of many people use public transportation to be polluted, and even open burning of garbage. And then third, the environment conditions are not maintained because of the human awareness to protect the environment is still low, and that makes the environment still dirty and unkept. So, I want to invite all of us to follow the government regulations related to plastic management. People who deliberately littering, peeling garbage into river, reservoirs, sewerage, parks, public places, disposing of garbage from vehicles, and then dragging or siphoning rubbish will be subject into a fine of 500,000 rupiahs. There is a law that regulates the prohibition of littering, so we must complete these regulations to prevent these pollutions. And then next, conduct a seminar on the dangers of plastic waste, because plastic waste doesn't only damage ecosystem on the land and sea, but also a real threat to the survival of all living things in the world. Third, throw garbage in its place and separate the trash into according the type, organic, inorganic, and toxic materials. Fourth, apply reduce, reuse, and recycle method. Reduce means reduce the use of materials that can damage the environment. For example, read online newspaper and choose products with recyclable packaging. Reuse, for example, choosing a bag or object that can be used several times or repeatedly. In Pontianak, hypermart store and Indomaret usually offer a price of 200 rupiahs per plastic bags, so it will be more economical and environmentally friendly if you bring your own shopping bag from your home. And recycle. The easiest way to recycle organic waste in your home is to use plastic bottles and process organic waste into compost. And then last, use your own shopping bags. Using your own shopping bags means that the more plastics won't end up in the landfill or other place where wildlife can become entangled in them or eat. And then many people don't know how to properly dispose of trash. There are also those who know but don't care about how properly dispose the waste, so that many impacts on environmental pollutions. With littering should not be carelessly, and with these situations, everything can start it with getting used from yourself to do trivial things, but it has a big impact on the environment. It's very necessary to create a culture to reduce the production of waste, especially plastics, which is difficult to grade. So let's us work together to keep our environment clean and avoid plastic waste pollutions. Remember, our contributions means a lot to our Earth. Thank you.